Those who do not know pain will never understand true peace. This world shall know pain. Almighty push!
Alright, so today we're going to be talking about Shinra Tensei. It's basically an ability that's mainly showcased through the Rinnegan, through Nagato in the 6 Paths of Pain. Other users that can also use it include technically Madara, Sasuke, and Kaguya. Even though you don't really see them use the ability too often, it's mostly something that the Diva Path uses in the 6 Paths of Pain, and it's kind of an overpowered ability. It's basically used by those who can manipulate the 5 basic nature transformations, and it creates like a repulsive force that kind of pushes everything away in the vicinity. Obviously, the more chakra you use, the bigger the repulsion blast is. It can be used to repulse things in one direction or all directions. And the most famous example of this is when Pain uses it to kind of blow up the entire Leaf Village. It's actually an insanely powerful ability since it's derived from it comes from the dojutsu, the Rinnegan, so it can repel powerful attacks such as Amaterasu and basically all forms of ninjutsu. But something that we have to keep in mind is I believe that when Pain, or the Diva Path, blew up the Leaf Village, I believe he cut off his chakra from all the other paths of Pain so he can focus solely on the Diva Path and put all his chakra into the Diva Path, because that was a very large blast and it's not like you can pull those off casually. But it's worthy to keep in mind that even after this, Pain was still able to keep up with Naruto in Sage Mode and several other Leaf Ninja like Kakashi beforehand, right after using this insane ability. In the fight with Kakashi, it's also used hand in hand with Bancho Tenin. I'm not going to create another video for that one because it's very similar. It's just kind of the opposite. Instead of a repulsion force, it's a pulling force. It's basically the same idea. It just pulls people in really close. And Pain was intending to use this on Kakashi, but he managed to survive. And you got to keep in mind how absolutely overpowered this ability is. I believed Pain uses a very small Shinra Tensei to shoot a needle into Kakashi's face. Obviously Kakashi doesn't end up actually dying, but it can cause some severe damage. It's not only like you push him away, like you push him away and you blow up everything in your path, kind of like in a little mini explosion in a way. The only real downside to this ability is that it has like a brief cooldown, which Kakashi noticed in their fight. It's about 5 seconds, which in the Naruto world is actually a long time. Like, you can do a bunch in 5 seconds due to the insane speed of these characters. But I mean, given that you can do such large scale destruction, it doesn't really matter too much. But I believe during large scale uses like the destruction of Konoha, it takes several minutes for you to be able to use it again. But most of the time when Pain uses it, it's like a 5-second cooldown. Again, we got to keep in mind that other Rinnegan users can also use this, but not necessarily have or do not know how to. Like Sasuke, Madara, and Kaguya have all used this ability in games, but not in the actual show itself. And obviously games don't necessarily mean that they can actually do it, such as like Shisui Susanoo. You don't even know if he can actually do that because that's only been seen in like games. But you can make a you can make a good conclusion and kind of say that he probably can use Shinra Tensei, given that the Rinnegan that Nagato had was literally Madara's Rinnegan, which means that Madara would definitely be able to use it. And Sasuke's Rinnegan is a very powerful Rinnegan that was given to him directly from Hagoromo with the Tomo, which kind of is a visual representation that it's a little bit stronger than the normal Rinnegan, so he should also be able to use this as well, along with his other abilities. And Pain actually uses this ability in episode 160 of the anime and chapter 420 of the manga, I believe it is. And that's pretty much it. There's not a lot to cover with this ability. It's a very OP and very unique ability, but it's not overly complicated and it's not used by a lot of people, so there's not really too much to get into. It's pretty simple once you break it down into its components. Anyways, if you guys like more videos like this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.